Desire, that fiery, insatiable beast that drives us to want, to crave, to need, isn't some original, self-generated spark. No, no, no. It's borrowed. It's copied. It's mimicked. René Girard, that French thinker who saw through the smoke and mirrors of human longing, called it mimetic desire. We don't want things because we inherently need them. We want them because others want them. And here is the kicker. The humanities, those supposedly soft disciplines like literature, philosophy, and history, are the antidote to this endless, exhausting cycle of imitation. They are the mirror that reflects our desires back at us, forcing us to ask, why do I want what I want? And who put that want in my head in the first place? You see, desire isn't some autonomous force bubbling up from the depth of your soul. It's social. It's contagious. It's a virus spread by the people around you, by the ads you scroll past, by the influencers you follow, by the neighbors you envy. Girard called this mimetic desire, the idea that we imitate the desires of others, often without even realizing it. You want that luxury car? Not because you need it, but because your boss drives one. You crave that designer handbag? Not because it's functional, but because your WeChat or Red Note is flooded with them. You yearn for that promotion, not because it will make you happy, but because your colleagues are gunning for it, and you can't stand the idea of being left behind. This is the mimetic trap. It is a feedback loop of wanting, competing, and never quite arriving. And here is the thing. The media, the market, and the machinery of modern society thrive on this loop. They stoke it, feed it, and profit from it. They turn us into desire-producing machines, endlessly chasing the next shining object, the next status symbol, the next hit of validation. In short, you are not choosing your desires. They're choosing you. Who is doing the choosing? Society, the media, the algorithm, the system, the capital, the state. Your wants are curated, edited, airbrushed, marketed, and sold back to you in the form of dreams. The luxury lifestyle, the status symbols, the ideology that makes you feel like you belong. The algorithm knows what you want before you do. It knows how to make you crave, and once you get what you craved, the cycle starts again. You are never satisfied because you were never meant to be. But wait, there is a way out, and it's not through more science, more technology, and more toasters. Though, let's be honest, a good toaster is a thing of beauty. No, the way out is through the humanities. Because the humanities don't just tell us how to do things. They tell us why we do them. They don't just give us tools, they give us the ability to question the desires that drive us to use those tools in the first place. Science is about knowledge. It's about the how to build a rocket, how to cure a disease, how to make a toaster that doesn't burn your bread. But science doesn't tell you why you should build a rocket, or why you should cure a disease, or why you should care about toast at all. That's where the humanities come in. They are about the why. They are about the stories we tell ourselves, the myth we live by, the desires that shape our lives. Take literature, for example. Literature is the ultimate mimetic mirror. It shows us our desires in all the messy, contradictory glory. It shows us the hero who wants power, only to find it hollow. The lover who craves passion, only to discover its cost. The rebel who seeks freedom, only to realize it's another kind of cage. Literature doesn't just reflect our desire, it interrogates them. It forces us to ask, is this what I really want? Or is this what I've been told to want? And then there is philosophy. Philosophy is the art of questioning everything, especially the things we take for granted. It asks, what is justice? What is freedom? What is happiness? It doesn't give you easy answers, but it does give you the tool to think critically about the desires that drive you. It helps you see the difference between what you want and what you've been conditioned to want. History, too, plays a role. History shows us that our desires aren't universal or timeless. They are shaped by the cultures we live in, the systems we are part of, the stories we've inherited. It reminds us that the desires we take for granted, the desire for wealth, for status, for power, are not natural or inevitable. They're constructed. And if they are constructed, they can be deconstructed. So how do we break free from the mimetic cycle? How do we liberate ourselves from the desires imposed by the media, the market, and the collective? The answer is simple. We reflect, we question, we engage with the humanities. History, literature, philosophy. These disciplines are not relics of the past. They are the powerful weapons we have against the forces that manipulate our desire. They reveal the script that governs human behavior, showing us the pattern of history, the traps of ideology, the way societies rise and fall on the waves of collective longing. Read Shakespeare, and you will understand how jealousy, ambition, and power consume the human soul. Read Orwell, and you will grasp how language is used by the state to control thought. Read Cervantes, and you will witness the absurdity of a man trapped inside his own delusions. Let's not forget the voices that have long warned us about the dangers of unchecked desire. Authors like Fyodor Dostoevsky, in Notes from Underground, dissected the human psyche to reveal how our desires can trap us in cycles of self-destruction. Thinkers like Friedrich Nietzsche, in Thus Spoke Zarathustra, challenged us to transcend societal values and create our own meaning, freeing ourselves from the endless chase of external validation. And then there is Marcel Proust, whose In Search of Lost Time is a masterpiece in how desire shapes our lives, often in ways we don't even realize until it's too late. These voices, and countless others, offer us a way out. They don't just critique the world, they offer a path to understanding it and ourselves. They remind us that the humanities aren't just a luxury, they are a necessity. They are the tools we need to navigate a world that's increasingly driven by mimetic desire. A world where the line between what we want and what we are told to want is increasingly blurred. When you understand mimetic desire, you break the cycle. You are no longer a pawn in the game of status seeking, no longer a predictable consumer, no longer an easily manipulated political tool. You are an observer, a critic, a creator of your own meaning. Science makes us powerful. The humanities make us wise. And wisdom, true wisdom, is the one thing they can't manufacture for you. So, as we close this reflection, let's remember, the humanities aren't just about feeling, they are about understanding. They are about seeing the world and yourself more clearly. They are about breaking free from the mimetic cycle and discovering what you truly want. And in a world that's increasingly driven by mimetic desire, supercharged by algorithm and geopolitical machinations, that's the most radical act of all.